But can they spring the biggest surprise of the host nation in their round of debut in the Africa Cup of Nations? To find out, I do suggest that you do not leave your seat, especially when Brahim Diaz is making his way into the opponent's box. It's all about a good start for the visitors, for the team under so much external pressure, for the men in blue making their first ever round of 16 AFCON appearance, chasing their first ever AFCON victory. But on the flip side of the coin, a nation of 38 million people would love to see their Atlas Lions go all the way in their own backyard. But before then, 4 results need to fall into place, starting with this round of 16 affair. And there is no greater pressure than being the head coach of the host nation. But Walid Regragui has downplayed all that pressure. For he knows all too well what it is like to play on the AFCON stage. Here's Simon Msuva, Faisal Saloum, aka Faye Toto, scored a scorcher of a goal against Tunisia, did Tanzania's number 6. The man with the ball in his breadbasket now, giving Hakimi a bit of a nudge. Mohamed Hussein, Abdullah Ahmad. Mohamed Hussein picked that one up for the Taifa Stars. Al-Kabi, the overhead kick specialist, chasing down that Tanzanian back line, but they work it nicely. All the way back to their goalkeeper, Hussein Masalanga, yet to keep a clean sheet in this competition. They've conceded in all 3 of their group stage matches, but they've also scored in all 3 of their group stage matches. That's a good ball, and a really good run, and a fantastic opportunity for the first one! Oh no! The first massive moment in this round of 16 game falls to the underdogs. Some pass down the right-hand side, not great defensive work. I think it might have been from Adam Messina. And he tried to recover. That could prove to be a huge moment in this match, although it has only occurred in the opening 4 minutes. Just for a moment there, the crowd went very silent. That's what the Tanzanians will hope to do this evening in Rabat. Because in a fortnight from now, the African Kings will be crowned. And Tanzania are playing with some real vigor and verve here this evening. And Suba! He goes down. What a start by the Taifa Stars, I must say. But Morocco on the breakaway are exceptionally dangerous. Hakimi in the center. There's the Tanzanian captain, Bakari Nondo. No matter the outcome, the men in blue have made history in Morocco, but just how far can their ambition take them? In the business end of the competition, it's either going to be business as usual for the Atlas Lions or an incredible shock. That's an incredible challenge. Mohamed Hussein, always on the move. Abdallah, Wamlimu, Betoto. They work it swiftly, and the cross is a decent one, headed out by Adam Messina. stages and topped their group. Tanzania scraped through the group stages, but it does not matter how either nation got here. For this moment, this match is all that matters right now. And Taifa Stars are being tactically guided by Miguel Gamondi, the Argentinian man who served quite a bit of his coaching spell here in Morocco. And in his own words, he knows the Moroccan style. And you'll be quite pleased with regards to the nature of the Stars' start. Who knew under some pressure? Hakimi thrives. In these moments, powered his nation to a bronze medal in Paris, powered his nation to a World Cup semi-final. And many believe Morocco are best placed to win this Africa Cup of Nations. But it's still some route to go. Do remember, the winner of this one faces the winner of Cameroon and South Africa. That should be another banging game. Saibari is in the middle, as to is Al-Kabi. On one of them two going to be picked out. The goalkeeper does come out. He doesn't lay full claim on the football before eventually doing so. The shot stopper of Singida Black Stars needs to stand out tonight for Tanzania, needs to shut out the Moroccans this evening. Ismail Saibari did as best as he possibly could to put off Taifa Stars number one. There's Nayef. Solid player for Marseille. And this was the first real opportunity of the game. Massive chance. It might have been a bit too much on the cross, but he should have been better prepared. Dixon Joe offering some tactical advice.
Easy man. Easy man.
Unlike the frenetic energy of Casablanca, or the cultural intensity of Marrakesh, Rabat feels a little bit different tonight, and there are the two members of the Atlas Lions that will not be involved this evening. Romain Saiss has been leading the team in the group stages. That honor is bestowed onto that man this evening. Don't see that every day. A water polo-like throw from the goalkeeper. Could argue American football-like as well. Alcanus, hoping to get involved quickly. That ball from Adam Messina was not great, and it's pounced upon by the Taifa Stars. Faisal Saloom. This is a team that has entered the round of 16 stage after securing only 2 points in the group stages. But as I said, it does not matter how they got here. This is a moment of Tanzanian history for them, and they can add to it with one of the upsets of this 21st century in the Africa Cup of Nations. Easier said than done, of course. There's a very good reason as to why Morocco are ranked number one on the continent, with the star players they have in their ranks. Ismail Saibari, Brahim Diaz. Keep an eye on him, Scotty.
In Morocco, yothukile kuba ke amadoda ayo iTanzania ebesethubeni ukuba afake inqaku sibekwa nje kodwa nathi buye iMorocco ongayeki yenze laa nto izawubetha ikude apha phezu kwebhali umahluko nomdlalo ogqibela iMorocco udlale neZambia. eZambia yayiyeka iMorocco kwakusiqingatha sokuqala ukuba ilawule yonke into enzeka ngaphakathi ebaleni. iTanzania sithe zibekwa nje ibhola isuka phezu ko-center line yafunza kundaba nduna esiqwini yafunza kuyo iMorocco yade yaphantsa yafumana inqaku. eTanzania badlala ngethuba ebelilihle yababonisa iTanzania nokuba unamanqaku amabini uzokudlala kumaqela okugqibela lishumi lesithandathu. into engafane yenzeke kwi-AFCON leyo uba uze kumaqela okugqibela lishumi lesithandathu unamanqaku amabini kuphela esandleni. iMorocco isafunda ukudlala isafuna ukujonga Tanzania naqala ngohlobo kwenzeka ntoni na imvula ikabikho. tumente yokuqala kwi-Africa Cup of Nations uba idlalwe kwixesha lasebusika. ixesha lemvula ke eMorocco ke elo. Amqeqeshi uyamazi lo nozinti kuba basuka kwi-12 na-8 bakwethu ndisenzileyo. la eMorocco okufuthumala ekhena seyitshisa yona iTanzania seyifuna esiqwini phasi kwakhona yenza iMorocco kodwa bakwazi umshumanisa ngokuwayo yabuhlungu ke le tackle yaphuma wayiqipha usompempe wasemali uTraore wathi ndizawukhawuleza ndikunike uba uyisebenzele utsho Ibrahim Allah yellow card yokuqala kwakusiqingatha sokuqala ukuphuma phumela idoda yaseTanzania. eleke bathula abalandeli beMorocco uthuswe into ebiphantse yenzeka. eTanzania libeke ecaleni lokuba isidlolo ezilapha abalandeli beMorocco ibeke ecaleni into yokuba iqela abadlala nalo iqela fanibekwa kwindawo yeshumi elinanye eAfrika kutshotsha lona ehla ikwindawo yokuqala. iyiphose ecaleni leyo eTanzania ithi thina zodlala uba sidlala nabani asikhathali uba umephi asikhathali into sifuna ukudlula. bayenzile ke imbali yokuqala bayacathula komntana ofunda uhamba bayaqala ukufikelela kwimidlalo yokugqibela elishumi lesithandathu. athi iMorocco icenga lapho babebindoda phansi set-piece funyanwa iMorocco abaxola abadlali beTanzania tu abaxola wayibamba lapho uSulemani Mwalimu ebuza uba uSompempe kwenzeka ntoni na. uthi uSompempe nihlabile uthi uDixon Job nguye owenze umsebenzi. qala isikhulu sabaqeqeshi baseMorocco sadlala amathambo entloko. set-piece yokuqala ufunyanwa iMorocco. lumkele u-Ayub Khadi madoda anganqula xele rhamba phakanyisiwe le set-piece ngentloko wabezomnatheli wasebenzisa ubude bakhe yaqala iMorocco yenza izinto zayo. Shuma lesihlanu set-piece yokuqala bayifumeneyo. uthini uSompempe uthi ufuna i-VAR commission. Sompempe uthi abadlali khanikele buyumva uthi uSompempe uGogo uTraore i-VAR yabizwa kusayokhangelwa ela nqaku. i-VAR yabizwa sibekwa nje kulo mdlalo. ndoda exhume iyabheka phezulu abadlali usompempe uthi masimameleni i-VAR izawuthini na isigqibo asizuvela kusompempe ewe siyazi isigqibo sokugqibela sivela kusompempe kodwa okwangoku usenza ngokusesikweni izawuthatha ixesha lelo uba usompempe akathi nothetha nabe-VAR usaxambisana nabadlali kusenza ithuba lokuba athethe nabe-VAR. Hayi, offside. Albalwa inqaku leMorocco. Albalwa inqaku leMorocco kodwa ba-offside. Ithethetha uba iseliqanda amacala amabili. Sayihla isibilini seTanzania. Sayihla isibilini. I-VAR ithenqaku leMorocco alba. Ethe albalwa inqaku leMorocco kuthiwa bebe-offside. Ngena kabuhlungu kodwa ukapteni weMorocco uHakime ngena kabuhlungu. Ngena endaweni kaShipi namhlanje. Umdlalo wabo neZambia iMorocco ike afaka amadoda ngasemva akhaba ngeqina lasekhohlo. IbinguMasina lo Adam Masina noShibi uMohammed. Bathi salifaka noba nikhaba ngamanqina asekhohlo. Kodwa ke namhlanje uShibi akangenanga kuba ubuyile kwa uHakim. Sezawunyakwa ngaphandle abuyele ngaphakathi. Simon Msuva lobo weTanzania ongena kabuhlungu ngengqiniba emqolo. Fourth official iyaqala yasebenza ngoku. Lephikiwe inqaku leMorocco athula ngoku abalandeli beMorocco. Ebiseyimincili kwebala. Ebiseyimivuyo bathi sakala. Phantse yansi impazamo enkulu iMorocco phaa ngasemva. Kodwa ke ikhawuleze kwangokwayo iyayixoxa loo nto. Eseliqanda amacala amabili. Tanzania ijula yonke into enayo. iMorocco yaqonda ngoku madoda ayizuba lula nendlela yokuqubisana noMzantsi Afrika okanye eyiqela. Yayicenga iMorocco nale ibhola ezama beyifaka ngaphakathi le ibhola. Tanzania ifanile ngasemva. Yayibamba ishepi yayo iTanzania yathi asuke apha. Ihlanjwa la bhola indoda ezawuze abesefaka inqaku kodwa antanamabali. Beseqhume phakathi kwabadlali. Morocco bebefuna ikona kick kodwa wathi usompempe ayikhona ayicingi beyikona kick le. Ndoda esebenzayo kwiTanzania yokufaka la bhola uDixon Joe. Morocco abakayifumani irhythm yabo. Abakayifumani abaphazamisi abahlakazelisa. iTanzania kwibhola nebhola abayifumanayo. Iyatas Lions ngoku zixakene nento. Zaphinda zazabalaza. Siko kahle lapho likanobugosi ke le. Yasikwe fonga phakathi kenhloko inyuka kubheka phezulu. Bakhilana abadlali usompempe uzowumisa umdlalo wo. Ayubo ekhathi indoda expectaculars. Indoda eqethukayo xa ibetha amaqaku iJohnsicebe phezulu. Ngilele kabuhlungu noNoziki. Sompempe kwafuneka uba akhawuleza awumise abadlali bamgqubana kakubi ngola hlobo. Ebesesebenzile uNoziki. Ebengalenzanga ixesha ndithi ebesebenzile ebengalenzanga ixesha lokufika kulaa bhola. Ebengafikanga kulaa bhola. Uyekhathi inguye indoda efike kuqala. Aqala umqeqeshi wanika imiyalelo ngamakhwelo ngoku. Yabethi imizuzu engamashumi-mabili apho kutsho khona sithi eseliqanda iMorocco osotheko amadoda asingathele itumente xa yonke okanye Tanzania engene kumaqela alishumi elisithandathu okugqibela nge-2 points kuphela. 0-0 Ray.
0-0, and exactly the way Tanzania would have wanted it. He wants the virtual assistant referee to step in. Few half-hearted appeals starting to become a bit more vehement from Brahim Diaz and Ashraf Hakimi. The referee for this one, Bubu Traore, who would have been a very happy man last night, seeing his nation progress through to the quarter-final stage, and doing so the hard way as well. Who Mali will meet is Senegal. That should be a tasty affair. And this place is rocking this evening. The African Kings will be crowned right here in Rabat at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium. And it is here today where the story of an underdog's journey comes to an end, or a nation will lose its voice. It's one or the other. The Atlas Lions have not been the kings of the African jungle in 50 years. They have never been in a better position to recapture continental glory, and everyone in this stadium knows exactly that. But with expectation comes pressure, and a whole lot of it. That man played 4 years worth of club football in Rabat for Al Fatih in his upbringing, in his football youth. But the game restarts. So far, the Taifa Stars hanging in there. In fact, doing more than just hanging in there. Very competitive and pressing at the right moments as you can see here. It's a good pass by the goalkeeper, I have to say. The seating capacity in this ground nearly reaches 70,000. And I tell you what, you'll struggle to find empty seats in the den of the Atlas Lions for this one. Adam Messina played at the highest level in England as well as in Italy. Al Kanous. Good distribution done by one set piece. That goal was chalked. There's another set piece opportunity. Brahim Diaz in the way of Hussein Masalanga. Just trying to get in the line of his eyesight. Plenty of options here for Morocco, plenty of options here for Hakimi. Decent ball, the goalkeeper has come out yet again, and that time he was a whole lot more convincing. Mazraoui was the man that stayed behind for the Atlas Lions, and here he is on the football. Ismail Saibari denied celebration. Only 2 players have scored for Morocco in this Africa Cup of Nations, Brahim Diaz and Ayoub Al-Kabi. Are they going to introduce a different goal scorer? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. As Al-Zuli applies good pressure, but pressure to no avail. The Taifa Stars can stretch their legs once more, get beyond the halfway line, and it seems like not pick up a free kick, to the astonishment of Simon Msuva. Diaz drops the shoulder. Second Moroccan international to score in 3 consecutive AFCON matches. Brahim Diaz, after the great Ahmad Farraz in 1972 and 1976. I was just asking the question, if we are going to see the introduction of a new goal scorer in this tournament for Morocco, or possibly Brahim Diaz becoming the first Moroccan to score in 4 consecutive matches. Tanzania look wobbled, chance, shot blocked, it might fall to Al-Kabi, it does. Is Al-Zuli. Decent ball, but it's out relatively easily. But it might come back in again. Good clip ball once more. Tanzania on the ropes for now. There's a player down in the box. Morocco under no option to stop play. And that man, I think it might have been Abdullah Hamad, who was on the turf, has found his way back up on his feet. Mazraoui. There's Al-Zuli, Al-Kabi. No one is in the same. They might not need anybody. That was a great piece of skill. With the speedy touch. Hakimi. The Atlas Lions are playing with hunger now. Hakimi nearly slipped through. Just pushed further wide than he wanted to go. Ball for the PSG man yet again. And he goes down. Free kick chance once more for the Moroccans. Guilty party that time around. Abdallah Wamlimu. No doubt, the target man. Al-Kabi leads the lines in the goal-scoring department with 3 group stage goals and 3 top-quality goals as well. Goals that are worth a whole lot more than the most expensive Moroccan rugs or the Moroccan leather that you can find. Hakimi clips it in there. Another really challenging set piece that's defended well by the Taifa Stars. Now he needs to be watchful, and he was. Nassim Bounou's distribution has been on the money so far this evening for Morocco. Most of Morocco's outfield players in the half of Tanzania who have just taken a backward step these last few moments as Brahim Diaz receives it from Hakimi. Plays it nicely with Al-Kanous. Brahim Diaz still might fall kindly for somebody. Instead it breaks for the Stars once more. Their captain takes a tumble. Scotty, interesting to the game so far. The underdogs holding on there, but can they secure their first ever AFCON victory? I suppose we'll have to wait and see.
The underdogs rate isiqale kakuhle sathatha umdlalo zawusa ngqo kwiMorocco. Kodwa ngoku njengoba sowutshilo zithanda ayeka iMorocco ibe yiyo elawulayo ngoku elawula lo mdlalo nendlela abafuna ukudlala ngayo. Bebeke bayihyathuzele isintsiba. Ngoku befuneka baphinde bayenze loo nto. Bona nje uba uncumo lunqabile kubalandeli beMorocco. Bona iza kususwa ngasemva. Taifa Stars. Izolo ibizi Eagles. Ngathuzelisa insiba namhlanje sikwekwezile ngonyaka Sombembe unikezela i-free kick kwiMorocco ayithandi loo nto uDixon Job khawuleza ithatha yona iMorocco le free kick captain ayithatha ibuyisela ngasemva wathethe nabadlali bakhe wathi masingangxami Tanzania baphinde bashesha bokuvala ngasemva ngoku bayiyekile laa nto balinde iMorocco ibe yiyo ngoku elawulayo efuna ukwenza nantoni eyenzayo abayi kuyo bayibukele into abayenzayo bokuvala ingcango ngasemva bafaka ibhasi cengwa laa bhola ibona laa bhola uMazrui uba akho nto anokuyenza ngayo khawuleza ukapteni ephosa ngesandla lobhola Achraf Hakimi eTanzania ngoku ime ngasemva ilinde iMorocco ide ize nebhola bantu abaninzi mhlawumbi bebelinde ukuba sathi singena kweli xesha sikulo siqabele kwimizuzu engamashumi 3 iya nokonoko iMorocco seyibhalile kodwa ikabhali nasi ibhola yabo befuna uyishiya ngesithethe laa bhola uDiaz befuna ipasa ngesithethe ibhola yabo free kick eTanzania bengene phakathi kwabadlali ababini befuna uyishiya ngesithethe uDiaz laa bhola akakwazi ukuyenza loo nto uGamondi ume ngenyawo uthi hayi ndisaxhathisile awuthi ndisaxhathisile sekise efunyanwa wayibona kahle usompeli sekise efunyanwa iTanzania bamba bambeka phansi wakhala usompeli wathi ayikho anakudlala ngolo hlobo uSimon amsuva wathi le bhola ibekwe phansi iTanzania kuzafuneka ithumele amadoda wayo amade pha phambili kuba made namadoda eMorocco Yassine Touré clean sheet zakhe zithe zabini kwi-group stages bekiwe i-set piece Taifa Stars bazayithini le yabethwa laa bhola straight kubadlali beMorocco kodwa ibholiswe kubo Tanzania phakamisa iTanzania bezama ukujonga bakho offside record bethele kabuhlungu la madoda bethele kabuhlungu Sopepe khawuleza wayibona yonke loo nto leyo wamisa umdlalo uHaji Mnonga enye yaloo madoda benyuka babethana ngentloko phezulu kunye noMazrui ubizana boncedo lokuqala baseTanzania ukuba bazomkhangela uHaji umonzakalo wakhe ungakanani na yona ndoda kwemele bive kabuhlungu gqithi le yaseMorocco kodwa engathi iyo iqale iyaphakama balandeli beMorocco sebede bancama bahlala phansi ngoku ebeme ngenyawo uqala komdlalo yabothusa iTanzania yabahlalisa phansi kwathula kwathi kwaka kwelibala ngethuba iTanzania ibiphosa inqaku besesiqinisekile uba lelana ndoda esakudlala i-right back qela lesizwe laseMorocco Walid indoda idlala 2004 kwi-final iMorocco ibethwa iTunisia wayekwelo qela ngoku usengumqeqeshi ihambile iminyaka mininzi ingekho akho nto izanayo ekhaya. Ngoku itumente kokwabo phakanyisa ibhola entle eMorocco banjwa ngesifuba ibeka phantsi uHakimi laa bhola ihlaba ngaphakathi enyathelo ephosini. Oh, inyuka phezulu ibhola ayinaba kuDiaz ke lo bhola bebeyidlale kakuhle kakhulu abadlali baseMorocco. uDiaz ebekele ibhola entle kodwa ke ibetheke kumdlali waseTanzania akayikholelwa uDiaz le nto uba ingadim lo khumbule ibhola beyibethe kwiZambia ebizeko laa hlobo weza engabaleki ayikhona ebaleka ingathi ngumuha umkhotra wabethi ingcwenga iZambia zandibo yaqala iMorocco kwakhona wabeka indoda phansi sompempe advantage Morocco kwepali. Emkithuba leMorocco bhola bayidlale kakuhle kakhulu diving header bhola yakhe yophuma ecawu kwepali esikhathi ubonisa uba akanqoli njengerhabha uyakwazi ukubethana nentloko kodwa ibhola yakhe yophuma ecawu kwepali ibidlale kakuhle gqitha leya ibhola eMorocco. Tanzania yakhe yahamba ngoku yawela ku-center line yaya kuMorocco yofuna ibhola bayiyeka laa nto yokuhlehla babuye umva. Sompempe uthi ibhola yeTanzania leyo othi ibhola yeTanzania leyo yafakwa i-offside iTanzania. Offside iTanzania bakhaba ibhola impempe seyikhalile abadlali beMorocco bathi uSompempe uyayibona nale nto. Sompempe wathi mawakho umdlalo bhola ende edlalayo bafuna uHakimi akazufika phezu kwala bhola ayishiyile izaba i-goal kick eMorocco. Ixhothe kakhulu laa bhola yasuswa ngasemva. Betha ngentloko kahle laa bhola iMorocco phaa ngasemva. Ayibambi iMorocco yadlala kakuhle yakhe kuba ithe loo bhola ibuyisela ngasemva. Masina ayinikezela kunozinti wakhe. Tanzania yaphinde into eqhela ukuyenza yahlehla yanika iMorocco uba bekani ecenga ngasemva lebhola iMorocco. Onke amanye amadoda akhusela ngasemva. Safika kwimizuzu engamashumi-4 bhola ekhona akanafika phezu kwala bhola uHakimi emshiyile lo bhola zuzu ngamashumi-4 sithi Morocco not Tanzania.
Balanced evenly between these two nations. These ultimate underdogs have done what they needed to do. Up until the 40th minute, that is. Keep the Atlas Lions at bay. And only one nation has managed to do so in the first half of this competition, and that was Comores in the very first round, denying the Moroccans a goal in the first half. Still 0-0 between the Atlas Lions and the Taifa Stars. As Hakimi gets on the ball with eagerness, as does Neil Enyawi. Hakimi, Diaz off the ball. Diaz on the ball. So if the Taifa Stars are to go off script tonight and silence this country, they will have to do something they have never done before in this competition, who have to win an AFCON football match. And the fact that they've never won a game in this competition and find themselves here is simply astonishing. And just the nature of this unpredictable competition that we cannot get enough of. Al-Kanous, Azraoui, Zuli, is the man who thought he scored for the Atlas Lions by that free kick. Not to be. It's a good first touch. Plucked it out of the sky, did Adam Messina. Hakimi from deep. Decent ball, well read by the goalkeeper. All he needs to do is lift his head up, and if there's enough space, he'll take the chance. He'll deliver the ball for Ashraf Hakimi. Noga loses out. Tanzania still have it. Over the last few months, and here in Morocco, the Taifa Stars have fought bravely to where the team is right now, but their Achilles heel is this. They've conceded in each of their last 8 matches, but they do have a knack for goals. But he was stopped in his tracks there was Abdallah Nwanlimu. For that, he went through the man in order to get the ball. Fascinating open passage of play. Neil Ainawi, the 24-year-old, finding Mazraoui. The Red Devil going back to his defensive units. Hakimi. That's not Hakimi. And this is Mohamed Hussein, who did very well to keep it in. Faisal Saloon. Crunching tackle that was by Ismail Saipari, maybe taking out all of his frustrations from his disallowed goal. Brahim Diaz, runners ahead of him. Okabi, Zuli now. That cross again goes out of play. Tanzania doing ever so well to track back and deny the men in red. Dixon Joe with a slide of note. Here's Zuli again for Morocco. He's been lively this first half. A whopping 7 minutes. There was a stoppage here and there, but 7 minutes. More first half football for us to enjoy. In this first game in Rabat. This Sunday evening. Bafana and Cameroon up next. The quarterfinals beckoning. And the Atlas Lions with their tails up. There's Zuli towards the near post. The flick on was one. But there were enough blue shirts. There's Zuli once more. Tight, close control. And look who was setting up for that acrobatic. Good touch there by Msuva. 2 versus 4 here. 5 now. Now this is a game within a game. 7 minutes worth of stoppage time. Tanzania have done ever so well to shut out the hosts in the first half. But 7 minutes is a really long time. Tanzania's one and only victory over Morocco dates back to the FIFA World Cup 2014 qualifiers. A 3-1 home win on 24 March 2013 in Dar es Salaam. The Taifa Stars are far from home this evening. They want the throw in there. They're not going to get it. Haji Noga not going to get it. He needs to fall back into position. Ainawi. No Sofian Amrabat in that Moroccan midfield in this first half. And they've done reasonably well without him. They've got a few decent ball-playing midfielders and haven't been able to unlock Tanzania just yet. Faisal Saloom. The first part was good. Second, not so much. That's a late challenge. He gave the ball away and he's going to get a yellow card now. We saw an early red card in last night's match between Mali and Tunisia. That's a yellow. Ofei Toto lost possession and then went in hard. If it was higher, the colour would have been red, but it wasn't. Good choice by the referee. Mazraoui. There's Zalzuli. I haven't seen Mazraoui get forward too often in this first half, but he is starting to as we are getting closer to the half-time whistle. Hakimi himself, well, he's seen a lot of it in this opening passage of play. Ainawi. Brahim Diaz. Might be another opportunity here. Deflected pass, Al-Fanous, another deflected cross. That's a good ball, well, it looked to be so. Received the applause from Simon Msuva, it was good thinking, and maybe Tanzania do need to be a little bit more direct. There is opportunities on the counter-attack when Morocco commit too many members forwards. They've got something going forward, Tanzania. They are just yet to show it. Same applies, of course, to the Atlas Lions. Kanoush. Hakimi gets his head up. Hakimi tries to find somebody in the middle. Just, once again, too many men in blue. Saibari, this time he's not in the box. He delivers. Brahim Diaz went in for it. And he's just going to rest on that one. Will Hussein Masalanga. Less than 2 minutes to go of this first half. Morocco were not able to capture AFCON gold. They were often the victims of underdog defeats in the knockout stages. And their coach, as well as their captain, consistently has reminded them of that fact. Yes, Saibari. Went over the chalk. He might get another chance, or Saibari, but that chance will in all likelihood arrive for him in the second half, if Morocco play their cards right. See a few spectators making their way out of their seats for some half-time refreshment. They'll be hoping they're not going to miss anything in the final few exchanges of this first half. I don't think they will. Both teams have so much more to give in the second half. And there you have it. Half-time whistle between Morocco and Tanzania. And the ultimate underdogs have kept the hosts quiet in this first half. Ismail Saibari thought he got the opener for the Atlas Lions, but it just was not meant to be because of an offside. There's the half-time scoreline for you. Morocco 0, Tanzania 0.
The story started with me trying to be a responsible adult.